What do I do to survive my 3-day jail sentence? Here is my advice. Having also spent 3 days in a women's jail at one point. Be friendly. But remember that not everyone who is friendly to you is your friend. Listen to people's stories. Most people like to talk about themselves. And you can pass a lot of time learning about people's life experiences. Be honest. But not too honest. Don't lie. But don't share sensitive info about yourself. Be willing to apologize if you piss someone off. But don't shrink or make yourself smaller. Don't take any gifts or owe any favors. Also, don't let yourself be pressured into giving gifts, favors. You won't be the only person in there who's missing a substance. And a lot of folks were on worse stuff than nicotine. So be prepared for some people to act out. Don't try to keep in touch with anyone you meet there. Don't be afraid to ask a corrections officer for the jail rulebook. That way you can know in advance what will get you in trouble. You'll be alright, even if you do something stupid or make some enemies. 3 days isn't long enough for it to matter. My advice only really applies to a longer stay, but never take favors or gifts of any kind from anyone so you don't get pressured into owing them something. And keep your eyes out of other people's cells. But it's probably just county jail, right? If you're not going to a prison and you're not in a city full of gang members, jail is basically like being stuck in adult daycare facility. Emo lol. Keep your head down. Try to find a book to read. Don't tell anyone you're only going to be there 3 days. Don't tell anyone any information about yourself, about your life, about your case. Nothing. Mind your business and go home. It's only jail and not prison. It's not going to be that bad. The food might even be better. I did a 2-day stint in jail. DUI arrest, and the next day was a holiday. Most everyone is there for holding or bail, is nervous as hell, and not looking for trouble. In my jail cell, the toilet and sink were in there. That was fun. And the showers were in a separate area. The food was even okay. The nicotine withdrawal is going to suck. Also, take your meds with you and see if they will allow you to be given your meds at a specific time. They won't let you keep them on you, but they may allow you to go to the dispensary and get your dosage. I'm nosy. If you've never done anything wrong, how did you get a 3-day jail sentence? My friend stayed awake for a couple of days before going in, and spent most of his 3 days in jail asleep. Just remember, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. I have no advice, but would love to hear a follow-up from you once you're out about how it went. Good luck, op. You'll be fine. Sleep. It's adult daycare. Don't stress it. It's not anything like prison. Don't whine. Don't complain. Act like somebody's observing you at all times. Don't mooch. Don't have a chip on your shoulder. Be respectful, but don't be a doormat. If meals are communal and sit wherever you like, affair. Finding where to sit for the first time may be an awkward affair. If you've clicked with anyone or someone's helped you through the ropes, ask prior if there's room to join them at chow. Else you might want to hang back and see what's open, lest you accidentally take large Marge's spot. If you start feeling anxious, ask yourself, but don't answer, in a tone like you're remarking on this amazing fact. Why do I trust that I can handle this? Why do people enjoy my company? Isn't it amazing how I can thrive in new situations? Be kind. Keep your head down. If you bump into someone, apologize immediately. If you see something, don't say something. It's not your business. If people start putting on shoes, go back to your bunk. If someone asks for your papers, they mean the paperwork that lists why you're in jail. Don't say you don't have it. You'll be fine. And I really hate to say it, but stay with the groups that look like you. Bekwa say internal pod issues can arise. Do not ask or take anything that's offered. You're there for 3 days. You don't want to owe anyone anything. You're there to serve your 3-day sentence and you don't want any trouble. Who knows? You could be put in a pod with really decent people. Be smart, vigilant, and most importantly respectful. Try to take a perspective of being a curious visitor. Take everything in, make mental notes, and try to keep perspective. It might be good or bad, but you will be okay probably, and so use the time just to sit with yourself and observe. Small town jail, big city jail? You'll be fine. 3 days is nothing. It's all mental. Sleep as much as you can. Maybe even make a friend. Spent 72 hours in county. Once. Female. In my 30s at the time. You'll probably go into a holding cell while being booked in and classified. That can take a long time. You will be medically evaluated, so bring your RX bottle with the 3 days of meds and give them to the nurse. As long as the RX is current, you should not have an issue there. Sleep once you get booked in as much as you can. Wear an all-white bra, underwear, and get an all-white thermal undershirt. I could wear mine as long as they were all white, as in solid white. I had a friend who was supposed to serve her time on the weekend, but there was some glitch in the system and they wouldn't let her out. I recommend having someone ready to raise hell if you're not out at the appointed time. Eventually, she got the help of a social worker and was released. But it was super traumatic and scary for her. She thought her cat would die. So I dated a guy that had to go for 3 days as well. He never actually made it out of the holding area. Just keep to yourself and you will be fine. I know it's stressful regardless, but hang in there. 3 days you're gonna be in a little county jail. It's nothing like the supermax prisons you see on TV. Don't worry at all, it's gonna be fine. When you are being processed and you may be asked if you are suicidal, see insidering suicide. If you answer yes, you may be put into closer watched living conditions. This could vary from single cell, spending all of your time in a paper gown, to less populated dorm. If the jail is overcrowded, understaffed, usage will vary further. Mind your own business. Don't gamble. Don't take gifts. Bring your prescription in the original container, but only the number of pills you'll need. Not sure where you're at, but you'll be put in a dorm most likely, with others who are low classifications. Don't brag about getting out in 3 days. Just if anyone asks why you're there, and tell them you're a short timer. Watch TV. Play chess, do puzzles if they have them. Catch up on sleep. Be thankful it's only 3 days. If you're put in a bunk and you're on the bottom and an older person comes into your bunk, switch for them to be on the bottom. Unspoken rule, etc. Everyone else pretty much said it. Keep yourself clean and your area clean. Others talking about not showering will get you hemmed up by your tier boss if your jail's like that. After the 2nd day of not showering, they'll notice and say something to you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. ifckcast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.